What's up guys, it's Pervy, and this video will pretty much be just me talking. I'll basically be doing a commentary on a commentary. Yeah, so my friend Jeezy sent me a link to a post the support team made about the PvP rewards being added and all that, so I thought that was kind of cool. So I was pretty interested, considering if it goes well, I'd like to officially return to C9 even sooner if possible, but yeah, so he sent me a link to that. I checked it out and thought it was pretty cool. Then later I got a link to, actually an email saying that BC just did a stream and whatnot. So I was thinking, oh, maybe he talked about the PvP reward, so I went and checked it out. And, well, I didn't catch the live stream, I just watched the VOD, whatever, so, check that out, and to my somewhat pleasant surprise, I heard Warrior was getting redone, or basically buffed up with some like frame extensions and stuff. So I was excited. I was like, wow, that's great. Finally a fighter is getting some time in the spotlight, or at least they're taking some time to consider, how balanced some of the old classes are. But honestly, I can't say I'm that optimistic about this, But anyway, enough preamble. Let's go ahead and jump into the video.
And secondly, PvP rewards for like gold on coin reset, since the reward system's gonna change a bit. And then I know there's a lot of you been stacking tons amount of gold on coins, and since the whole reward system's gonna change a bit.
By the way, guys, for those of you who are like me and are impatient, I recommend you watch the video at maybe 1.5 times speed, or higher if you want, but do that so you don't end up falling asleep.
Reward system's gonna change a bit, that we kind of decided to make a reset to it, but it's just, yeah, I know most of you who've been gathering the coins wouldn't really like the news, so we are still trying to sort out the compensation part, but we haven't really decided anything solid yet, so I cannot really say if there's gonna be a compensation part or not. But yeah, we are still trying to work on it.
Okay, first of all, anybody who has problems with the reset of the gold honor coins needs to shut up and kill themselves. Like, seriously, it's really stupid, to be honest. Like, first of all, those things are beyond useless. You don't use them for anything unless you want to NPC them and get gold. I mean, seriously, it's just to make it fair. It makes total sense to reset them. I don't see why anyone would have a problem with that. So I don't know if anyone actually does, but just in case, fuck you, man. Anyway, yeah, the whole idea though, it's fantastic. But it's not like they've never tried this before. It's not something new. I mean, they tried it before and it didn't exactly go well. I think they put in the what was it? The dual arena spellstone things. They give you ridiculous stats. Like, the stats were just straight broken, to be honest with you. I didn't mind it too much because it gave me like a way to not be so squishy, because back then I didn't really have OP gear or anything. I had barely gotten OP gear like just before I quit C9, but well, actually a little while before I quit C9. Sorry, I'm rambling. Derailed. So yeah, it's nothing new. It's not like they have never tried this. Just hopefully they managed to get it right this time.
And yeah, I cannot say anything further than saying that there's gonna be a reset for that item. Yeah, and the very last topic, which is gonna take most of my time for today's show, is gonna be the class renewal for Warrior. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty long presentation, so stay with me.
Okay, I'm just gonna skip.
So let's start by saying why we decided to renew this class. This is an old class with historical value, since the class has been in the game since the grand launch of the game of C9. And second, the class became too weak over time, over the updates of the new continents. Like 4th continent updated, 5th continent updated. Now we are having first half of the 6th continent. And unfortunately for warriors, this situation got worse, much worse than before. As a result, warrior class has been the least max level class from the entire game, and warrior class runs the least number of extreme dungeons, like per player base. Everyone from design team agreed on renewing warrior class. Yeah, that seems pretty obvious, isn't it? So let's write down some of the demerits of warrior class.
Okay, first, a few quick questions. Are they talking about in PvP or in PvE, or both? I mean, just from a PvP perspective, warrior definitely is not the only class that needs some buffing. I mean, it's just the one that has it the worst off, in my opinion. Or maybe warden.
Skill combos are not so smooth. Not enough action skills compared to other classes. Occasional delays after using skills, interrupting flow of combat. Really horrible. Vulnerable to counterattacks due to lack of skill advantages, like, you know, super armors, like iframes, that kind of stuff. Grabbing skills tends to become inefficient as the class progressed towards later continents. Monsters getting harder to grab. Yeah, that's another problem of warrior, and skills having overall small range of effect, making PvE difficult. That's a lot of cons.
Skill combos are not so smooth? Okay, they do not seem to understand anything about warrior at all. I mean, if they say he can't combo smoothly, I don't know, maybe they're just not being clear on what they mean by smooth. I mean, smooth could mean a lot of things, I guess. But if they mean warrior can't combo smoothly, plain and simple, they're dead wrong. I mean, look at this video by John Rules. Tell me this isn't smooth like a baby butt. Literally. That video was about as smooth as my girlfriend's ass cheeks are after she gets a wax, okay? There's no way that isn't smooth. Now, I'm thinking maybe they mean it's not easy, It's not something a noob can just pick up and do. Sure, okay, I can entertain that, but you should at least communicate that clearly and say, we want to make warrior an easy class to play, like battle maiden or demolisher or something like that. Don't say you want to make it smooth because it's literally incapable of being smooth or something. That's ridiculous. Lack of action skills. Sure. Okay. Yeah, I can entertain that. That's fine. Occasional delays after using skills interrupting flow of combat. The hell does that even mean? Okay, okay. I think they mean like the recovery frames after you use a skill. For example, if you use flash strike, if you don't know how to cut the delay, which is how I like do my flash strike combos and stuff. But if you don't know how to do that, there's a delay where you can't even move. So if they mean that, saying that warrior has a lot of that, no, I disagree. I completely disagree. My friend John Rules plays completely spam style. He spams constantly. That's how he wins. He says it himself. I could get you like freaking Skype logs or something of him just saying, "What? I play spammy style. That's how I win." No joke. No no joke. I played warrior. He plays warrior. Many people play warrior. Most people will attest and say, "Yeah, that's not an issue. We can use our skills just fine." And then there's the lack of skill vantages thing. If they mean frames, I'm pretty sure he means frames by that. I disagree again on that point because they actually warriors have better frames than BMs do, and on top of that, they have a shield. Um, don't see why they need like okay, if you were to just give them a few, frame, a few frame buffs or whatever, that would be fine. But when you're coupling that with along with all these other buffs, that has the potential to really break the class, to be honest. And then buffing the warrior grabs, yeah, that's fine. Go for it. I am all for that because warrior really needs the help it can get in PvE because later on it really gets pretty difficult. So yeah, definitely all PvE buffs from this point on. I am not going to bother commenting on skill books, etc. I'm just not going to bother because I wouldn't mind it. I don't really care.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, this is a reaction from like the design team. Yeah, they've been thinking about this. They've been considering about the changes for quite a while. And now let's look at what changes gonna happen to the warrior class. So the character will still remain as the same before, but now we'll have some changes like increased overall attack damage and range of grab skills. Added new skill which would help increase damage output. Added skill vantage to pre-existing skills or increase number of skill vantage frames. Enhanced skills for better combo design. Enhanced skillbook set effects, action modifying skillbooks. So ultimate goal is to make it possess capabilities as great as the name of class. So as you can see, it's a whole bunch of increase, buff, 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 buff. There is no such thing as enough in this.
There should be. There really should be. Although I'm not surprised that's the kind of mentality that could give birth to such a monstrosity as the Battle Maiden. No such thing as enough, or the Demonisher. Okay, I'm not gonna start because I'll eventually ramble on about that. But yeah, these changes, I'm not gonna lie, they seem to be more so with PvE in mind, which is totally understandable considering the majority of their player base are PvEers at this point. So it's totally understandable from that standpoint. But let's dissect this. increased overall attack damage and range of grab skills. That could be good and bad. But in PvE, fantastic, go for it. Add a new skill which would help increase damage output. I'm assuming this is a DOT buff, like in Venom or Vice Sword. Could be really bad if this gets released in PvP. Like, seriously, if they give Warrior DOT burn, but actually, yeah, they did give him a burn. I remember, yeah, I did watch that part of the video. It's a DOT buff that they're giving him called, I don't remember, but it's PvE only, so that's great. But if they ever did dream of putting it in PvP, that would be the most retarded thing ever. You know, it would at that point be more OP than Slayer, Shadow, Guardian. I'd probably say it's even as broken as Taoist at that point. But yeah, added skill Vantage to pre-existing skills or increased number of skill Vantage frame. Assuming he means frames. Pretty sure about that. It's a bad move in my opinion. I mean, I before used to think that some of their skills could use a little what some of their combo skills or something like that one pickup skill that they bash with their shield. I forgot the name of, but that could use a frame since they have trouble with comboing in a lot of cases. Only because you have to waste both evasives to get combos off consistently, and then there's the whole trying to combo after grab strike with a warrior. It's a pain in the ass without a wall, and so on. But I don't know. It comes down to the fact that I don't trust them. We're talking about the guys who made Mystics into the dread of C9. The walking, talking lolicon glitch bug PvP kill machine that it is. I don't know if I can trust them to say that they would do a good job with adding skill frames to the warrior class. I can't trust that. They'll most likely do something dumb like put iframes on seismic bash. I can honestly see them do that. They already did it with Ellie's Mind Flame. I would not be surprised. So, I don't know. It's a toss up with that one. Enhanced skills for better combo design. Another flip of the coin one, really. I don't know how it'll turn out, but hopefully they do a good job.
Class renew or revamp, however you want to call it, is a whole buff. So new action skill, Flame Giant Strength. That's like work in progress name, but pretty sure it's gonna be the name for the new skill. It's a self buff skill, 100% chance to burn target on hit while the buff is on you. Reduces target's fire resistance on hit. Has cool aura looking skill effect while you're using it, so that you can see that you are using the skill, of course. You can see there's like cool flames over there, and it looks a bit like icy stuff, but never mind. And it's for PvE only, not for PvP. Next one, new action skill, grab low. Yeah, well, it's also a work in progress name. Yeah. Grabs fallen target. Can be used as either action skill or Shift E. Can combo with back hit grab. And can use grab strike after the grab. Target damage plus, so it's like a singular target damage plus area of effect damage when pounding the target on the ground. Like you can see right here, it's like pounding on the ground. Some blood splashes. Scary. Invincible while casting, PvE only. Available in PvP.
Well, this one's great. This one's great. It's in and of itself is, in my opinion, the best addition so far to Warrior out of this entire video. The best thing that's been revealed, because this makes Warrior truly unique in the fact that it's the only class in the game now that can combo off of Pile Driver. Pile Driver is a fighter grab skill. It's a defensive grab skill that has an invisible iframe, basically. And, well, it's not really an iframe. It only works on projectiles, really. But, you know, like Shining Cutter technically counts as a projectile, sort of. But it works on that, even. But the thing I like about it is that there's so many opportunities to use Pile Driver, and now with this skill, Warrior can combo off of that into Grab Spike or whatever other skill they want, and basically do a crazy combo, especially with this new skill you're going to see here in a few, that increases the range on Bash. So I have to say this is a great thing. I expect it to be a recycle of the animations on Grab Spike from Guardian, except this has an AoE on it, so I'm interested in that. Maybe it'll be a stun, maybe it'll be something that can knock them up in a combo or something. I'm not sure. Like any enemies that may be nearby may get hit by that and knocked up or something. Could be interesting. Could be similar to the Tremor combo thing from Battle Maiden. A lot of possibilities right now. But definitely a lot of combo potential with this new skill added. So it's a great thing. It's fantastic.
Pre-existing skills getting damage buff. Oh, sorry. Maybe I passed it on too fast. So yeah, these are the skills that will get stuff like, well, you know, like perfect defense, super armor, that kind of stuff. So you guys can combo better, or like push your attacks without worrying too much, I would say. And damage buffs for skills: air press, charge breaks, seismic bash, bash 5, charging hammer, watermill slash. Yep, these are the skills that getting damage buffs.
One of these things is not like the other. Do you see it, guys? Do you see it? Please tell me you see it. Okay. If you were not sure that the design team has no idea what's going on in the game, has no idea what's actually needed in the game, and really doesn't seem to be making much effort to figure out. I mean, sure, the support team's making surveys and whatnot, but they're not really reflecting the best changes in terms of the mechanics of the PvP system, you know? All we're saying is like, what class do you want? Do you like how this class looks? Do you like how that class plays? Is it boring to you? It's okay. I'll stop. I'm rambling. Ugh, rant mode off. Anyway, no. Let's keep it on for a bit more. Seismic Bash, really? I don't understand this. I really don't understand this. Why on earth would you give a damage buff to Seismic Bash? That's like saying, hey, Taoist, let me give your soul burn a 30-second increase on your silent skill, on the silent effect of soul burn. Like, what the hell? That it's beyond a derp. You can't even excuse that. At this point, I'm my face is glued to my hand right now. I wish you could see it. Okay, moving on. I'm not even gonna say anything more about Seismic Bash. That's just stupid. Um, Charging Hammer is good. It's great. Because, well, it's a combo. It's a skill that warriors combo with. If I'm thinking of the right skill, yeah. The biggest problem with warriors' damage, it's not that they had bad burst damage. In fact, warrior has really OP burst damage, in my opinion. Actually, it's a fact. They have OP burst damage, you know. But combo damage is where it suffers BM has really bad combo damage. That's a known fact. After the damage decay, BM's damage sucks because it has no DOT. It has no Envenom, no Vice Sword. Warrior is even worse, and that's saying something. So giving it a boost in combo damage is a great thing. You know, charge break. As you saw, John Rules can, he put out this video of a new charge break combo, so you can include that if you want. But yeah, increasing the combo damage should be the focus, but they don't seem to get that. They're increasing damage on other skills like, they're increasing damage on Seismic Bash and Watermill Slash and things like that you won't be comboing with so much. Unless you want to be a noob warrior that just does burst damage all the time and doesn't combo. So basically, they're gonna be increasing the amount of people who don't care to actually get good at the game. Just okay. You know what? I'm not even gonna go through the rest. Bash 5, good combo skill, I guess. Watermill Slash more for burst damage. Charge Break can be used in combos, mostly for initiating. Air Press is a grab, giving that a frame and a buff. I'm not sure how that'll go, but anyway, moving on.
Enhance skill for better combos. Mm-hmm. So the new combo system, well, not the combo system, but more like the skills getting more like combo doable kind of, will receive that kind of buff. So let's give you an example by, let's say, like start by a back hit grab, do a little action, and then do a grab low, and then another action for E for improved grab, goes to grab strike, but also you can just replace it by stuff like air press, grab swing, and other actions. Combo goes to the grab crash. So that's just one of the example that you guys can pull off from after this update. So if you're into the comboing, it's gonna be pretty interesting and you might want to spend some time hitting the bot in the small arena.
Alright, so that's about all for today. There is a video demonstration at the end of BC's stream, so I'll play that for you guys. I'll just skip past all his talking. He just went on about skill books and rambling and whatnot, so I'll just skip all that, go straight to the video. If you stuck with me this long, I commend you, because honestly, I don't see how you do it. I can't stand listening to my own voice. I sound like an edgy teenager or something. But enough of that. Here is the video. In conclusion, the PvP rewards, great, fantastic. I hope they do it well and the community loves it and PvP becomes active enough to entice me back to C9. You know, I'm glad they're finally starting to take a look at some of the right characters, you know, like Warrior and maybe Warden's next, I don't know. You know, and see that they need some revising, you know, mainly buffing, but Warrior definitely needs it, you know, among others. I just hope they do it right, you know, not like the time they said they would rebalance Battle Maiden and ended up making it 1,000 times worse. The solution is really just to invest a little in actually figuring out what the PvP state needs. You know, they need to ask their players what needs to be changed. The community would be more than happy to help if they felt they were being heard, and I'm pretty sure they still do, even though they complain, oh, Website never listens to us. You still find them posting their thoughts on the forum, right? But yeah, if they would try harder in that direction, instead of making ignorant decisions like buffing Seismic Bash, things would be better. Things would be better. You know, guys, I make content and check the forums every few weeks because honestly, I still love this game. You know, I check back to see if maybe it got better, maybe there's some great change or something. I still love this game, and it's hard not to, and I want to see it do well. But I just can't play it right now. I just can't. Not in the state it's in. But with this, maybe there's hope for the future. At any rate, thanks for sticking with me, guys. Peace out. Stay classy.